morning, folks. Well, it's April 1st, Monday morning. I'm back on the trail, baby. Oh, it's so good to be out of town. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta show you this. This is awesome. Let me turn... Whoa. I'm on this little bridge here. Let me turn the phone around. See, I'll give you a perspective. I'm by this little waterfall here, and there's a lot of moisture on the side of the bank. It looks like a painting. That's the frost. There's a name for it. I don't recall what it is, but that is awesome. Look at that. Ha! Grab my poles here. Yeah, that was, let me see if you can see that. Yeah, by the bank there. That is really nice. So I don't know what to tell you. I just got out of a car. I just got shuttled up here. It says it's 34 right now, but I'll give it a few more minutes, let the thermometer acclimate to the actual temperature. But yeah, the ground's a little crunchy. You can probably hear me walking. Well, they look pretty good on the camera this morning. All shaved, clean cut, huh? I guess it pays to stay in town every once in a while. Get cleaned up and start to look like a human instead of like hiker trash. First couple of minutes on the trail, I keep thinking, all right, what did I forget? I keep checking my pockets and try. I must have went through the room 3 times, looked under the bed and make sure I didn't leave anything. Yeah, because I had a pack explosion. I had shit everywhere in that room. So we're going to try to do 13 today. I'm going to try to get to the base. There's a campsite at the base of Albert Mountain, which is kind of a milestone because it marks the 100-mile mark on the trail. So I got to learn to keep my camera up so that you don't get my chin. I've been getting a little bit of flack about my chin. See, you've seen enough of that, so we're gonna work. I'm trying, people. I'm trying, but I'm using my phone. I'm not using the GoPro. I don't care what you people say. I saved a pound of weight, and unless your ass is out here hiking, believe me, a pound is a lot. So, bear with it. Bear with me. Ooh, got a little bit of ice. Bear with me here. I'm working on it. I have 2,000 miles to get it down. All right. I'm going to put you away. And when I get on the sunny side of this mountain where it should be a little warmer, I'll pull you back out. Look at the sky. Should be a good day. Whew. Oh, why is it so dark? There we are. All right. Just to give you a perspective on what I'm wearing. It's 32 degrees. It's 9:20. I have a t-shirt, my button-down long sleeve hiking shirt, and I'm wearing my vest that's unzippered, and I am sweating my ass off. So that just gives you an idea of what you wear in 32 degrees while you're hiking. If you're trying to figure out your layering system, that's what I'm using. My chest is warm, really warm. My back is sweating a little bit. My armpits are warm. My arms are warm. And it's 32 degrees again. So that tells you how much energy you're creating when you're hiking. So you don't have to, make sure you leave camp a little light. Because if you leave camp all layered up and warm, you're gonna sweat. And then when you do take off a layer, you're gonna get hypothermia. So you don't want to get to the point where you're sweating. I kind of passed that area already. But I am drying off a little bit right now, so I should be all set. I feel fine. Beautiful. Just passed 6 hikers. They're up on a ridge right along the trail. They were just tearing down camp. So they must have had, I would think they had a cold night. This frost, that frost flowers, I don't know what you call it. It's lining the whole trail. So they get down to at least the low 20s last night, I would think, pretty easily. Tonight's supposed to get cold too, but not as bad. I think a low around 32. So I can live with that. Whew. All right, going up a little bit. Yeah. It's 12 o'clock. Real nice morning. I've done 7.5 miles already. I got a little story to tell you. We had a real big climb this morning, and I get to the top. I'm eating an apple, and I gotta go. It's like, now we're at the top of a ridge, and the ridge is only 25 feet wide, and then it drops down on both sides. So I'm thinking, all right, I'll just drop down the side so people can't see me, and I'll do my thing. So I don't leave my pack on the trail. Some people do. I don't like I like taking my pack with me. So I took my pack and we walked down the bank a little bit, probably 20 feet from the trail and down about 20 feet so nobody could see me. So I do my thing, and I'm coming up. Now, while I was down there, this guy was behind me. I didn't know it. And he decides to take a break right where I climbed down the bank. So he's sitting there on the side of the trail, and here I come, thrashing, breaking twigs and snapping branches, and he hears this coming up out of the side of the hill towards him, but he can't see me because I'm still down below the ridge. So he's panicking. He doesn't know. He thinks it's big. Whatever it is, it's big, and it's coming right at him. So he stands up to put his pack on the run, I guess. And just as he was ready to walk away, he looked back and he yells, "Bear!" And I go, "Yeah, on 2 legs." And we both laughed our heads off. He didn't know what was going on. So he kept going. And when I got to the trail, I had to, adjust my pack and everything. So he had a little jump on me. I finally caught up to him about a half an hour later. He was getting water, and we talked about it again, and we had another huge laugh about it. he thought it was a huge bear coming up out of the depths of the valley there, coming right at him. So that was I guess you had to be there to see it, but it was really, really funny. But this section of trail this morning has just been unbelievable. Unbelievable. I loved it. Just that one big up this morning, and now I'm up on this ridge, and I think I'm going to be up here for another couple of hours. I think today's going to be a good day, maybe 12 miles, easy. I may even be able to get up and over Albert Mountain. Oh, that would be an awesome sunset tonight if I could get to Albert Mountain at sunset. I'll sleep up in the tower. They just rebuilt it, and it has been unlocked. So if it's unlocked, I'll sleep up in the fire tower. That could be an awesome night. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. The fire tower, Albert Mountain, is 6.5 miles from here, and it's noontime. I'm going to sit here for half an hour and have a good lunch. So I might be able to make it. What time do I have? Okay. I have to keep checking the timer on my phone, because after 10 minutes it shuts off automatically. It's something to do about heating up the battery or something, so you have to reset it again for another 10 minutes. This will be a short segment. I'm only 4 minutes into it. So that's about it right now. Temperature is probably 42 degrees right now, 40-ish. It's been hovering 32, 34 for the longest time. When I get on the shady side of the mountain, there's still that white frost heaves in the mud. But on the sunny side, it's almost dangerous, because a half an inch of the surface is turned to mud, and you still got the frozen underneath it. And whoever's ahead of me has been leaving skid marks all over, so I know where the slippery spots are. But you really got to take it easy, because when the conditions are like that, that's when you can blow out a knee really easy. So I've been watching it. I've been lucky so far this morning. Just tripped a couple of times, but no falls, so that's a good thing. Okay, that's it. I'll get back to you later. Got a tip for you. The guy I scared just went by me. He just caught up to me again. He was telling me a ridge runner yesterday stopped him and told him if he was going to go up the fire tower, like at Albert or any of the other fire towers, if he's alone, do not leave your pack at the base, because when you come down, it'll be gone. I guess there's a couple of bears around here that are stealing backpacks. So there's another reason to take, when you have to do your duties off trail, and especially if you're solo, and I see this all the time, people leave their pack on the trail so that their buddies will know that they're off in the woods, behind a tree. It's the worst thing you can do, because you'll come back and you'll have a bear sitting over your pack, and they're going to defend that food. You will not be able to chase him away after he tears apart your backpack, your sleeping bag, your tent. When he's good and ready, he'll walk off, but you're not going to scare him away from food. He'll defend it like he defends his cubs or her cubs. So if you have to go off trail, if you're a solo hiker, you have to go off trail for any reason, you take your pack with you. If you're going to do a fire tower, you take your pack up there with you, unless there are other people on the lower ground area that will hang around. If you're alone, do not leave your pack unattended. I've known that for years, but to have a ridge runner reinforce that, going up and down the trail, telling us that, because they have issues right now with a couple of bears. I'm just passing this along to you guys that are coming out here, or those of you that are following me that are on the trail. Again, don't leave your pack unattended. So I always knew that, but it's not reassuring that somebody with authority kind of has to remind me, but at least I was on the right track of my mindset as far as safety. So I mean, I feel good about that. But okay, I'm just about ready to hit the trail again. I'm 6.5 miles from Albert. I'm really considering sleeping up in the fire tower. It's almost 25 after 12. 6.5 miles to go. I might do it. Although on the other hand too, it might be like a hammock. It might get really cold on the floor if it gets cold tonight, Well, I will just put my air mattress on the floor. It'll be an insulator, I guess. It's an option I'm looking at. You'll be the first to know if whatever I decide to do. All right, later. Mount Albert is right there. I'll zoom in and you'll be able to see the fire tower. See the fire tower? That's Mount Albert. So I got a ways to go. I could probably make it there today, but I don't know. We got to get down here. Then we got to cross here. We're gonna work up that ridge. We're gonna go up that ridge. We're gonna follow that ridge all the way across. We're gonna go up, and then we're gonna come down. I'm not sure if we're gonna go over that one. There's Mount Albert right there. I can see the fire tower. That middle hump is Mount Albert. So, yeah. Look at this. Look at this, folks. Couldn't ask for a better afternoon. Albert Mountain is right over around the corner here. We'll see that in a little while. Okay. All right. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just started the ascent up Mount Albert. One of the few, or many, it depends on how many you look at, milestones. This is a good climb. It's like a New England trail. It's a lot of hand over hand mountain, you know, knees grabbing for about 100 yards. It's not long. There's a fire tower, and it marks the 100-mile mark of this trail. So it's a good one to get under my belt, and it will also mark 15 miles that I've done from 8:30 this morning to 3 o'clock. Well, actually it'll be an hour before I get up there. 4 o'clock. So 15 miles. It's not too shabby. Okay, I'll let you take a peek at the scramble when I get to that area. All right. Okay. I'm about a little more than a quarter of a mile from the fire tower, and we're starting the climb. We're just starting the gnarly section now. Look at this. Okay. Coming down wasn't too bad, but it's all starting right here. Big steps, big boulders up there. Okay, it's 3:55, so I don't know what time I'll get up there. I'm thinking maybe in a half an hour. I have no idea. All right, let's hit it. Made it. I made it. The fire tower at Mount Albert. Yeah, baby. The 100-mile mark. Okay, I think I'm gonna go up. Okay, I'm up at Albert Fire Tower. They rebuilt this thing. This is nice. Actually, it's nice and warm in here. I'm I'm so close from just spending the night up here. I might do that. I just might do that. I don't know. We'll see. It could be really, really cold. It'd be like in a hammock because there's no insulation on the floor on this thing. Okay. I'm just going to walk around. It's real windy. You might not be able to hear me, so I'm not really going to talk, okay? But look at these views. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can name some mountains. Let's go over here. I'm gonna get the app and see what we're looking at here. Okay, it was well actually it's 4:45 now, but it was like 4:30 when I was up there in the fire tower, and I decided I'd do another 2.5 miles down to the shelter. It'll be a little lower, and might be a little warmer. I hope. Tonight's going to be another cold night. Last night got down to 15 degrees. A couple of hikers that I talked to, they didn't get any sleep. They were froze. They had every stitch of clothes that they were carrying on, and they were still shivering all night. So I don't think it's going to get that cold tonight. I think tonight may be around 30, maybe 32. It's 46 right now. It's almost 5 o'clock, so I don't think it's going to get that cold. And there's no wind. See, last night they had a 30-mile-an-hour wind too, so that didn't help. So I'm not going to stay in the tower. I'm going to continue on. I'll tell you, that climb coming up, that was typical, traditional New England style trail. So you people coming up, headed north, if you remember Mount Albert, that rocky section, get ready, because that's what New England's like. Oh yeah. Yep, you'll be doing a lot of that. So, but it's fun. By then your legs, your lungs, you'll be fine. You won't be doing 20 miles a day, you'll be doing 10, but you'll physically handle those areas without any problem. So that's about it. I'm heading down to the shelter. I'm probably going to set up my hammock. I may go to ground, because if I go to ground, I might be even warmer. We'll see. We'll see what's available when I get there. Hopefully it's like this trail. Wait till you see this trail. Let me turn this around. This thing's beautiful. Look at this trail. I mean, if I can have it like this all the way to the shelter, oh, my feet will be happy. I'll have happy feet. So I think today's going to be it's going to be between a 17 and 18 mile day. Not bad. Not bad. Getting there. I'm getting there. I don't know if I can keep that up. Tomorrow may be a narrow. I got to go back into Franklin and get more food to get me the next 3 days up to the NOC. And I have a food box waiting for me at the budget. So, let me turn this around. I have a food box waiting at the budget inn. So I got to pick that up. I just called them and reserved the room for tomorrow night. I might as well go into town, you know, spend the night there and leave first thing in the morning. It won't be a 0, it'll just be a short narrow. So that's my plan. Oh, what's this? What is this? Some kind of gap. I can't even read it. Okay. Oh, what do we got going here? Oh, let me turn this around so you guys can read it. Okay. Oh, so I just went a half a mile down? Oh, interesting. Deep gap, 15.4. That's where I started this morning, deep gap. Okay, so Glass Mine Gap, 2.7. Wallace Gap, 5.9. Doesn't even mention the shelter. Oh, terrific. Okay. What do we got down here? Well, this is the trail because there's the blaze. Oh, just some blowdowns. They haven't cleared them out of here. Okay. Let me step over these before I continue on here. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let me turn this around so you can see my ugly mugshot. There we go. So, I don't know if I will close this out. But I have something interesting for you that I'm only going to do maybe every 100 miles or every couple of weeks. At the end, you're going to have a scrolling credits. I have some information that may be useful to you. It may be a little funny too, I don't know. But when the credits come on, make sure you let it go all the way to the end, and you'll see my first 100-mile trail stats is what we're going to call it. And then the next 100 miles, I'll do it again. I'm not going to do it on every video. It'll be a little treat for you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. And let me know if you want me to add anything to it. Okay, I'm probably going to close this out because I'm going to get into camp late. It's 5 o'clock now. I still got 2 miles to go. I got to eat, set up, and then I got to edit this and put it in a video format. So I'm not going to do any more videoing tonight. I'll catch you guys in the morning, okay? You have a relaxing evening or whatever you're doing, and I will catch you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Nice little water spot. So that campsite didn't work for me. I mean, there were tons of trees, they just weren't right. And as you saw, everything was on a steep bank, which is okay with me if I could have found 2 trees, but everything was like around 10 feet to 11 feet and other small saplings in between, and I didn't want to go in there and start cutting shit down. I'm not into that. So I'm back on the trail. Going down another mile, hopefully. I saw a lot of stealth sites coming down to this shelter area, so I'm hoping that they continue further down this way. So I'm just adding more miles to my day. Might turn this into a 20-mile day. We shall see. Okay. What time is it? 6 o'clock. I'm gonna be running out of daylight here pretty soon. Well, as long as I can find a camp before it gets dark. I can cook in the dark. I can set up in the dark. I don't care about that. I just want to find a clearing. And I really don't have the energy to be hiking all night. Not after doing 18 miles now. And then I'm another 7 miles from the road, 8 miles from the road. I don't want to do that. So I will find the stealth site. I've never been skunked yet. So hang in there. I'll show you where I'm going to end up. Okay, later.